All right, so TubeBuddy has a brand new split testing feature, and I really love this. It's just fantastic. And here's how it works. So you can test a whole bunch of different alternatives now with this, and you just have to have the TubeBuddy extension installed. The extension is free, but this is or a paid plan, but it's definitely worth it because split testing is so important. The two things that really make the difference of whether your video is going to get into the browse page are the click-through rate, and that's really determined by the thumbnail and the title. So this is cool because you can test different thumbnails. And how I think about it is this: if you are creating content and you're putting in the time and effort and energy to create a YouTube video, you really owe it to yourself to split test this stuff because it just makes so much sense that you're putting so much time in. Why not do it the right way? Why not get that extra little boost? So you can also test the title, and you can split test the description or the tags. And you don't want to make necessarily test too many things at once, but you can test all these different things. So let's just say I want to test the title. What I can do is I can do it until statistical significance. I can do it for a certain number of days, and I can start it at a certain time. Now this video is very targeted, so it's not really blow up on search. This is really cool. Now you can measure what success looks like. So if you want to measure the click-through rate, if you want to measure which of those changes leads to better watch time, leads to better engagement, or views from, and I like this because you can choose different options here. So these are which of these different variations gets more views from, let's say, YouTube search, right? So this is a very search focused video. As I said, it's talking about a very specific thing. It's not like it's going to blow up or anything, but then I can do this. And I'm just doing this before with a different one, so I just need to refresh that. And so now I can basically say how to set, this is the original title, and then these are created with AI. Now I can create my own one either, but I could just pick one of these, let's say, and pop it in, and then I can start the test. Okay, the test has been scheduled to start, and that's pretty cool. So if you want to see the results of your tests, then you can go into it in your TubeBuddy account, and you can actually try this feature free for 7 days. So it's under website tools here, and you'll see the A/B test. There's tons of different things that TubeBuddy can help you with. When I go to the website tools, here's where I'm going to look at the results of the tests that I've already done. Now these ones are waiting to start, and this one is in progress. So let's look at one of these ones that's in progress and just see how it looks. So right now it says it gives you a confidence score, and obviously statistical significance is if you're flipping coins and basically you get 3 heads in a row, that's not really significant until you've been able to do that for a long period of time. So there's enough. So these are very simple. This is just testing the title, and this isn't a great thumbnail by any means. We can see here that this one's got a little bit higher click-through rate, and so this one's actually doing a little bit better than the original, than the variation. And so it's going to compare the click-through rate. It's also going to compare, and this is great because now we get these stats, the watch time per impression, the engagement rate, and total views that have been on this test, the view duration. And so this one, the variation is doing better on that. That's why you got to make sure things are statistically significant. And so you can see here, the original has most of it from YouTube search, and the variation also from YouTube search, but it's, just a different color there. And so again, this is going to be missing the last 48 hours. But this is a really great way to get that little extra edge, that little bump that you need. And so if you don't have TubeBuddy, I'll put a link in the description. I'd really encourage you to test it out and test out this tool, the split testing tool, at least for 7 days. You'll get some valuable insight at least. And there's always a free plan that you can use with TubeBuddy as well. But definitely check it out. I think you'll be You'll be impressed and will help you grow your channel.